Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready, or you can skip ahead to the next one, or even wait till the next one's on YouTube. Just as an additional warning, the last episode had a situation in which the characters went into a place where there was a lot of gore and violence occurring. So if you have any problems with gore or violence, this is definitely probably the time to step away from this particular episode. So I'd like to thank our sponsors at this point, Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these beautiful dice boxes. Please visit him on Instagram, and I'll post the link up in the chat. You can use them as... You can even use the top, because there's even leather up there, as like a rolling... Oh shit, that was not a good roll. I'm gonna save... Yeah. So, you can use those for dice rolling trays, and yeah, the link will be up there. Toss some money his way, and he'll probably make you some awesome dice boxes. And Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of TTRPG veterans ready to work for you. From actual play production to tabletop game development, they're a one-stop shop for all your creative needs. Investing in the World of Darkness fan community helps keep channels like this one online and thriving. They greatly appreciate any love you can share with them on their Patreon or various media platforms. I'm going to have some links over in the chat, so you can pop over there and give them a follow. Follow them on YouTube. They've got a lot of great stuff there. They've got some things are starting up soon. And Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game, from dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs. Each piece is created on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And, as per usual, I've got the Gangrel one, because Gangrel is the best clan. It's true. You know it. You all know it. Search your
They
heart.
go down best with white wines on.
That's just weird. And now it's time to introduce our vampires. Let's start in our usual spot over this way with Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. My pronouns are she, her, and I will playing Abigail for you today. Her pronouns are also she, her. And yeah, this Tucky Tremere is looking forward to getting into some, so looking forward to might be the wrong word, but she's going to go and she's going to grin and bear all this gore and guts and violence.
Speaking of violence, Prince.
Wait, what?
For Ja.
Hello, everyone. I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. I'm playing Kato, your not-so-friendly neighborhood Banu Hakim Seneschal, who is, yeah, there's probably going to be violence.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably going to be violence.
Probably. Mike.
Hi. I'm Mike, he, him. I will be playing everyone's favorite Toreador. Cult lead, whatever. No. It's not Mordecai, who's, he's not regretting coming down here, but at the same time, getting rid of rival cults is a good thing in this city.
Sara.
Hello, my name is Sara, and I will be playing Prince Jew Duncan of Vancouver and Clan Tremere. I regret it a little bit because of the things that happened in the previous episode. Things got out of hand very quickly, so I'm hoping the dice will be a bit kinder to me this session, so I can really smash some cultist heads. She, her for both of us.
And Cliff.
I'll have a little addition at the end. Happy time zone, folk. My name's Cliff. He, him for myself and for the character I'll be portraying tonight, Duran Giovanni, a tailor who is actually quite happy to be down here in the depths of depravity because this city is not big enough for this many Hikata, so they've got to be kind of cleaned out. And I'm not big on just tossing the trash over the fence. So, it's got to be taken care of somehow. I'm just very happy to have some excellent backup with me to make sure that everything is taken care of in an extremely efficient and final manner.
Duran is very much a believer in the Sharon Lois and Bram philosophy of don't throw your trash in my backyard.
His backyard's full.
Yes, it is.
There's a lot
Actually,
of trash in this city.
In this case, I'd say everybody's backyard's kind of full
I mean, technically, it's
vampires.
Jude's backyard, and it's the captain's mess, so let her clean it up.
I suppose. So, when last we saw these intrepid kindred, they were headed down into the depths below the Heffelfine auction house. The things that they've seen thus far have been... There were a bunch of zombies who were kind of security guards for the initial portion of the art house. And then when they went down the stairs, they encountered a room that was full of various meaty bits and blood and gore. And that's why I gave the initial warning once again. And then they proceeded down further into kind of a sub-basement of the art house, and they encountered several cultists that were kneeling beside a large stone pool of blood that had kind of a pyramid over top of it that was dripping blood into it. And as they opened the door, I believe Mordecai and Duran were first up in that particular order. One of the cultists said, "You're too late. He's risen."
The sarcophagus is open.
The sarcophagus is open.
And he is risen.
And he is risen.
To which I responded, "Fantastic. We've been trying to reach you about your warranty."
I thought they were talking about me.
There is no response.
Oh, there will be.
Storyteller, how many individuals do we see in here?
There was 3.
3.
They're
Okay,
in
got it.
red robes?
Red robes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, red this time.
Red robes.
Storyteller,
That's
can
me.
we those of us who can see whether or not they are, because we're assuming they're Hakata, but can we see if they actually are, if they're actually human?
Give me let's go with the wits and aspects, because this is a different room. You're kind of blinking a few times. Get the sight jogging in of your supernatural senses.
Do I still have everything roused though?
Everything would still be roused, yeah,
Okay.
but it's just a different room that you're looking into.
I got 1. Yeah.
The trap, the manhole cover or whatever it was from the back door, that was a ways back. I don't have that anymore, correct?
Yeah, you tossed it. Well, that's kind of why the chanting stopped to begin with,
Right.
because you went to try to stealthily put it down, and it did not at all work. Abigail, sorry, how many?
4 successes.
4 successes. You take a look at them, and they seem weird. You've never seen this particular look in a kind of an aura before, but it is kind of a like they seem their auras are pale, but there's kind of like it almost looks like a kind of a purplish flame that's lightly coming from them.
And would I understand what that signifies, even though I've never seen it?
Give me an int and occult check.
May I do the same thing, or do I not see as much since I only got one?
You'd see a bit of the flame, but you wouldn't really be able to necessarily figure it out. But yeah, give me an intelligence and occult roll. The difficulty will be the same for both of you, which will be ridiculously high.
Well, it's a good pool, and this is what I was going to ask next, if I could roll this, so...
Go for it.
Great pool, bad dice, only 2 successes.
I've got 4, but something tells me that doesn't meet the difficulty level.
Cliff, were you rolling as well? I'm going to take that as a maybe.
No, for what?
Okay, never mind. Yeah, the two Tremere, no, it might be your brain is kind of working a little bit of overdrive. You're like, maybe it's no, that doesn't. I heard that was kind of a reddish flame. No, this is purplish. I don't know what this means.
So I think Jude kind of like looks at everyone, like the coterie surreptitiously, and is like, I'm looking at it with the sight, and I've never seen this before. I have no clue what it is. It's kind of pale, but it's got like a purple flame. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Well, now that we've told the coterie, maybe they know.
And if anybody else wants to do a intelligence and occult roll at this particular point, now would be the time.
I'm just looking for my particular clan flaw. I don't do well around fire.
You can't actually see the fire, though.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
this is only for people who have sensed the unseen up.
Okay. When they mention that, occult plus intelligence, and I got 4 successes, so...
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing as Jude, where you're like, there might have been something. Yeah, like back when the Giovanni were starting to take over from the whoever the hell it was that was before them.
Oh, no one. We've always been here.
Well, yeah, that's what Duran would say to everybody else, but Duran knows. But yeah, it's just like that. It might have been that, but I've not really. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about purple flame.
Purple flame.
Jude, you were saying?
Yeah. So my next question was, the person that spoke that said you're too late, he is risen. What is their appearance?
You can't tell. All of their backs are turned to the door that you all just came through, and they are kneeling, like kind of like legs folded underneath them, and their hands are kind of out at their sides.
So Jude says, who is risen?
He is risen.
Who is he, though?
Our Lord, your Lord, everyone's Lord.
Next words out of your mouth better be set.
Please enlighten me.
You have not heard of the great Bali?
Oh, goody. Fantastic.
Oh, no.
Okay. Couple steps forward to the one who's speaking, who I'm right behind, and I'm going to lay on hands. We have touch of oblivion, of course, and potence, and I've chucked the gun away. And it's like, I don't need this for this. Dead is dead. And I'm going to grab him by the head and do what I can to fry.
Give me a... Go ahead, Joe.
Oh no. After Duran does his thing, I'm just gonna whisper something into the headset. So Cliff, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So for Duran, give me a strength and brawl check.
Well, I'm rousing strength, and that didn't work. Well, it worked, but I'm
Duran.
now at 3 hunger. Non parlare, padre. I am busy. I have to kill an idiot.
You should probably eat him.
I don't know. I'm always hungry 10 minutes after having one of these ones.
You've never actually eaten one of these ones.
And I have no wish to try. Grazie. That's another hunger die.
That is another hunger die.
Wee. All right.
Extra hungry. Duran, you should probably have a Snickers.
That would be 5 successes.
5 successes. So how are you like grabbing a hold of this particular person? Is it like
I'm
a headlock or just like...
he's on his knees, so I'm just going to grab his head and channel the touch of oblivion through my hands.
Touch of Oblivion, I believe, is ag.
2 ag. Yep.
2 ag. And you're just kind of put the knee in the back and pull type thing? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
So you... What is your potence rating? Remind the people at home. 2? So you got 5 successes, you said?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so 5 successes, that'll add another 2, so that's 7. Then the 2 points of damage from the Touch of Oblivion, which is give or take about 9. So you grab on either side of this particular person's head, drop the knee in, kind of get a little extra leverage, and their head comes completely off. What are you doing with the head?
Pick the head up and then just drop it and go. That's 1.
Before you drop it, the head looks like it's got the hair on your side.
Mm-hmm.
But then it morphs and you can see a face that says, "You really shouldn't have done that."
Abigail.
See, and you really should not be summoning stuff in our city.
Abigail whispers into the headset because anything above a whisper is going to get her sense the unseen passage noticed. So she whispers into the headset, I think we need to figure out how to actually stop this. So can we keep one alive at least, please?
4.
And I'll drop the head and look at it. Does it continue talking, blinking?
Oh, it's blinking.
At which point I'll drop the head and I'll respond in the headset. It looks like this one is weirdly still alive. Kind of like a worm you cut in half and then both halves grow. I wonder if this is going to grow into 2 Nagaraja idiots.
Ja is probably doing the Naruto run, coming up with the sword and just taking something out. Because at this point, after he's seen Duran go in, he is just kill time. Okay. Essentially.
That'll be a strength and melee. Mordecai and Jude, what are you doing?
Okay, so Jude, getting an idea after seeing Duran's Touch of Oblivion, to cultist number 3, the one that neither Ja nor Duran are accosting, Jude would like to use atrophy on both of the dude's legs.
Okay.
Oh, do his head. Do his head.
You can't do the head. You can't do the head with atrophy. It's only limbs. Otherwise, it would be wildly OP.
Yeah.
So it's already kind of OP because it's free. So the combatant has to make a stamina plus athletics DC 8 roll.
DC.
Sorry. Too much D&D.
That was a lot of successes. It doesn't take a lot to give me a lot of successes, though, honestly.
Your pools are so good.
Well, like,
especially
this
one, strength and melee.
And you add, like, sword damage, and it's a shitload of damage, essentially.
That is definitely not 8 successes on that one.
Okay, so, yeah, withers both the limbs like a mummified husk of bone and skin, instantaneous.
This is weird. Like in your experiments, preparing this power and learning it, there's generally a lot more yelling when this happens. But there's nothing. They just sort of like, because their legs are kind of folded underneath them.
Yeah.
You run up kind of like on either side of the hips type thing. You touch the legs and their body kind of goes up as if they would be like screaming in pain because, oh my God, this hurts. So they go up and then they just kind of fall over. Like, but there's complete dead silence.
Abigail whispers into the headset as she's walking towards, like, we've got four, right?
There was 3.
So there's only 3 cultists?
Yeah. One of them is just ahead. The other one's kind of fallen over, and we're just about to resolve what Jaw's doing to the third.
Okay, so Abigail's just whispering as she's walking. She's whispering into the headset, "Shoot, are you keeping that one alive?"
Yeah, it's why I went for the legs only, so that he can't get away and we can just question him. That was my thought.
And
that's perfect. I will back you up.
Seconds before this happens, Ja, how many successes?
It turns to be 13, essentially.
How are you? I guess dispatching would probably be the best way of saying this particular next point. How are you dispatching this?
Seeing that Duran is talking to a moving head, I am going to basically split the head in half and then cut off the limbs.
Okay.
This is just...
Yeah,
I don't want any parts of this thing moving.
Super fast. Like, you've done this. You tried this against robots even. Like, just... And whatever's left of the... It's kind of like the end of Underworld, where it's just like they seem to be fine after all of the sword swipes, and then they just kind of...
Do they bleed?
That's a good question. They do not.
That was a very important question to be answered.
They're just chunks of now turning to ash meat.
I don't like that at all. Nope.
So the one he just sliced up is turning to ash.
Yeah.
The one that I ripped the head off, is the body still good?
The body is also slowly turning to ash.
Pick the head up by the hair.
All right.
Is it still...
It's looking
mobile? It's looking at me. Okay.
What is Mordecai doing? Other than being on mute.
I was trying to hit the spacebar, wouldn't work. Mordecai is watching this clusterfuck happening in real time. What does the room layout look like? They were all kneeling around a thing?
Yeah. So the room layout is, to refresh everybody's memory, there's essentially like it almost looks like a large swimming pool, but there's that smell of blood in the air. So this is like completely filled with blood. There's kind of like stone steps leading up to it, and they were kind of kneeling on a flat spot that they'd be able to like fit their entire like legs on. That's right next to the pool. And from the ceiling, there's like kind of like a triangle, like a pyramid shaped thing. And in the middle of the pyramid at the quote unquote top, but it's inverted, there's like kind of a trickle of blood going down into the pool. And there are torches all around the outside, but not enough that it would set off like any kindred frenzy or anything. It's just like enough to illuminate the area.
So there's nothing in this room other than basically an inverted D4 or a pyramid with a slow trickle.
Yeah.
into a pool of
Yes.
unknown depth because it's blood.
Yes. And I think I described this last time, but again, to refresh everybody's memories, you can kind of tell that the inverted pyramid is kind of underneath where you just were in the room above, which had all the like meaty bits and such.
All right, so it's basically it's a drain.
Kind
It's
of.
draining into, okay. Fuck. Is there a way to stop the flow of blood, or is there a way to collapse the room?
You can't see of any
There's no
way.
like archetypical pillars holding up the ceiling or any random
there's
shit.
kind of pillar-ish things like where the torches are on along the outside, but it doesn't seem like there's any like, you know, pull this lever and then like the doors start closing and everything falls apart type thing. It just looks like this place has been here. Like, ordinarily I'd be like occult and intelligence, but you could probably just take half. Like, this place looks like it's been here for
half is not that high.
this place possibly could be centuries old, but that doesn't make any sense.
Been here longer than Vancouver.
I mean, most of the valley thing has. Crap.
You said it's possibly centuries old.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense. Is that implying that it's older and the architecture is older than it could possibly be?
It's looking that way.
And okay, then Jai is thinking this is some interdimensional terrifying shit, and he really is uncomfortable now.
Because at this point, I'm just rigged to break shit. So don't have a target.
And to answer your particular question, like for the pyramid itself to like kind of stop the flow of blood or whatever, you would have to get over the pool of blood to kind of access the pyramid in order to do it, because the pool of blood is basically like, it's at least about 12 feet wide and then about 24 or so feet deep.
Damn.
And it's, yeah, you'd have to get over that in order to like cram something into the top of the pyramid to stop the flow of
and
blood.
if we just break the pyramid, it's just going to make the blood flow faster. So that's out. And we have no idea. What's
I have a
underneath.
suggestion for Smash.
Anybody got a huge band-aid?
I was thinking
Vitae might. Sorry, go ahead.
it's okay. I was thinking that, like, because you said it's like a swimming pool, like, could we smash one of the sides so that the blood all starts like going everywhere? That seems like a disruption. So it's like a stone. You said it's a stone.
It is.
Is it
Yeah.
an above ground pool, or is it like a pond level with the floor?
That's what
Or
I'm
is it sort of
thinking.
Well, it's the kind of the room itself. There's like a stairway going up on the one side that you guys came in from, but once you get up to that level, it is essentially kind of like a in-ground pool at that point. Like, you might be able to smash the stairs from the looks of it, but who knows what that'll do.
Let's find
My
out.
kind of, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna dominate the crap out of this head.
I mean, that's fair, I suppose.
I'm gonna use mesmerize.
Yo.
And I pass the rouse. I'm going to use mesmerize, and I'm going to look at the head, and I'm going to say, so you come into our city on the day just after our coronation to release some stupid evil. So how do we reverse what idiocy you have done, you idiot?
we didn't do any idiocy. And there's no way to stop it. It's already happened.
Okay, what have you done?
We've opened the sarcophagus.
And let out who?
Where's the sarcophagus?
Bally.
And where did you let him out?
Not here.
Where did you let him out?
I don't know where it is.
How do you know you opened it then?
You can feel these things. For everybody who has sensed the unseen, give me a wits and awareness. Or wits and aspects. Wits and awareness. That's something different. Funny. Real funny, Joe. Joe put in the chat, the corner of Granville in hell. Now,
You don't have yellow cabs in Vancouver, right?
that was a pirate bar, that corner of Granville in hell.
Every place has
It
yellow
burned down.
cabs. That was, sorry, wits and aspects, you said?
Wits and aspects, correct.
I got 3 successes on that pool, and also I feel like we're just about to transition into a Cult Divinity Lost game, and we're about to be transported into hell.
What makes you think you haven't already?
Oh God! Oh no!
How far back is the great opening?
The great opening was back up the stairs that you went down. Like, took you about 3 or 4 minutes to get down.
Oh.
Abigail, 5 successes. Duran is holding the head, staring into it and having a nice, great conversation. But there is like flame enveloping this head, and you can tell that it is slowly moving the flame up Duran's arm.
Right. Abigail is still invisible. So Abigail goes into the headset and whispers loud enough to be heard, but not loud enough to come out of Sense the Unseen. Duran, the flame is going up your arm. Drop that head.
Being kind of focused on it, I decided to let the dice know whether I'd hear that whisper or not, and the dice crapped on me. So I'm not going to hear a whisper, unfortunately, because I'm a little focused on arguing with this head.
Do I
And,
see the same thing?
You would see the same thing, yes.
Okay, so then I think when there's like no response from Duran, Jude's like, in normal not whisper, it's like, Duran, there are flames shooting up your arm holding that head. You need to put it down now.
And I'll stop and kind of look at the head and go, so you're all... And I'm going to hold it over the steps, away from the blood pool, and I'm just going to drop it.
You're dropping it in the pool of blood?
Oh, no. On
Okay.
the other
Oh, no.
side. On
Okay.
the other side. I'm going to drop it so that it's facing the pool of blood. Go, there, you can look at it. You can't touch it.
And with the Sense the Unseen, the two Tremere kind of notice that there is still flame on Duran's arm, but it is like slowly backtracking.
And what is going on with the cultists whose legs I withered?
They're just laying there. They're not actually, like, it doesn't appear that they're like trying to struggle or run, or it almost looks like they're in a state of bliss.
Not good. So Jude like goes in front of this person and like on the lapels of where the lapels would be of the roll, like pulls him like up and is like, tell me what is going on here.
We told you what was going on.
Yeah, he's risen and all of that.
Senora Jude, I was holding on to it and you said something about flames. You want to make sure that they're not contagious on you too?
That's a good question.
What do I see?
They in fact are. Like you grab and then it's like it's not as much as Duran, because Duran was holding it for a fair bit, but it's just sort of like at your wrists, and you can tell that there's still kind of flamey bits on your hands.
Okay, so Jude will like release him and like to the ground and be like, For what purpose? Why?
Because these are the end times.
They've been saying that every year since the Bible time. So, like, you're going to have to do better than that.
Wormwood is in the air. Wormwood is in the sky.
Wormwood.
These are the end times.
I think Ja is over this shit at this point, honestly.
See,
And Ja is just about to cut this thing's head off right just in front of you, Jude. Like,
Abigail comes out of Sense the Unseen and goes, "One moment," and she steps as like far away as she can, still looking at the thing. I've roused manipulation and passed, and I just rolled for mesmerize as Duran had, and I have 9 successes because I have 2 sets of crits.
nice.
So I would like to mesmerize him and say, how do we stop this?
You can't stop
What
it.
does it? Yes,
It's already
we
happened.
can. It doesn't matter. How do we put it back in its cage?
You cannot.
See,
With
I
the
think
amount of occult and intelligence that, like, pretty much all of you have, you can basically realize that this is kind of one of those occult-like situations where they were more focused on getting things out there, and they weren't at all thinking about possibly getting it back if such a thing were to need to occur. So there's
it is my thought we need to collect some burnable items and have a little fire down here and toast these things, because once you burn them all up, or we could just slice the heads into little bits as Senor Cato has done, so that they eventually ash. They're just not dying as quickly as I would like. We're going to need to plug this, I think, upstairs. We're going to need to clean all this shit up. They are not very forthcoming with the information either, even under the influence of a more powerful mind. So I've got the feeling whatever they did has been done. I don't even know if it's been done in our city.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we need to talk to Cassius.
I was just going to say the same thing. Because I don't know how to stop this. And neither do you, and neither do the rest of us. And we can't have whatever this is, this bally running around our
Now,
city.
if it is a sarcophagus with a bally in it, that sounds a whole lot like somebody who's very, very old, let us say.
And Mordecai, what are you doing?
Quietly watching my comrades. But Mordecai's a member of a certain sect / cult within the world of darkness, has some knowledge of things, not things, awakening rituals, etc. So I'm looking for symbology, anything on the circle, anything that could be like almost like a seal or some kind of something. And I'm not exactly low on my own hunger, so I'm kind of staring at the pool.
I mean, that's fair. Give
Yeah,
me
dip a hand.
You're going to dip a hand in?
I'm going to dip a hand in the pool. Because at this point, he's also seen all these fake religions. He's seen dozens of hundreds of cults of various kinds, and he's like, yeah, okay, whatever, yeah, he is risen, yada yada yada, because I don't see any of the blue flame. This guy, yeah, okay, you're some weird whacked out weirdo on some kind of methamphetamine or whatever.
Which hand are you dipping into the viscous liquid? This is something that I really didn't think I would be asking in this particular session, so yeah, there's that.
Left.
So you are looking around. Give me an intelligence and occult roll for the symbology. Jude is hiding. 2. There's There's a few symbols that are around the pool, like once you get up to that level and it's kind of like an in-ground pool. There's symbols that you haven't seen before, but there are some Egyptian hieroglyphics that
Oh well,
they're
talking about Set then. Fuck this, I gotta help.
they are talking about Set, but from what you can tell with that amount of successes, they are not insinuating, they're flat out saying that Set, and from what you could possibly tell, maybe the other antediluvians as well, are false prophets. They need to be stopped.
Bullshit.
And then
Blasphemy.
you kind of kneel down by the side of the pool, if that is still your intention.
Yep.
Dip your left hand in. And then you explode. No, I'm kidding. You pull your hand up, and it's blood. Kind of smells like blood, but it just doesn't. It seems like it's thicker than human blood.
I mean, kind of like vampire blood, and how
Kind
ours
of.
thickens with age.
Kind of, but not really. And you taste it?
Yes.
This tastes almost like not kindred blood. Like it tastes, it's more potent than human blood, and it's more potent than like thin blood. But it doesn't. It's weird. Like ordinarily, you would get kind of a hint of what clan kind of it would come from. Like the Toreador blood tastes a little bit different than the
They've
Ventrue
been doing this
blood.
a long time then.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like there's any kind of clan.
But now I can learn any discipline.
You cannot. This seems like it has been removed from Cain.
Oh.
Oh, that's getting clipped. That pause.
I want to know
By
if
the
Jaw
way,
cut that
Jai's-
guy's head off yet.
Yeah, Jai's
Oh, yeah.
done with that body. That's what's happening right
Okay.
now. Like in the
Okay.
meantime,
Do you want to roll just in case? You would get like 300 crits.
I mean, I can roll.
Yeah,
but
he's
I
not
think
going anywhere.
taking
Yeah.
half is going to give
there's-
me 7 base.
Yeah, there's no resistance to this.
So-
like he's
so
not
we've
going.
got-
Got no legs.
All three of them are now ashing,
Yes, except for the head that happens.
except for
to
the
be-
head, which is not. Well, it's been left on the floor anyways.
Yeah, I figured that's all we need if we're gonna keep something. Just the head.
Since you put the head on the kind of same level so that it could look in the pool, it gets this big grin on its face, and everybody who's seen one of the faces of these three, it's got rows of like pointed teeth.
He is a piranha.
Oh,
He has touched it. He is one of us. He is risen.
and take a look over at Mordecai, and then take a look
Yeah,
at
Mordecai's
our Tremere.
Hmm.
Yep, take a look at our Tremere and go, could you see if the little flames are on the blood or on Mordecai?
Sure.
Yeah.
And
It's an Auspex. I like
Oh, no.
saying that at this point.
Oh no.
I'm like, I must buy more Auspex at this point.
Hey, don't interrupt my big bad evil guy moment here.
I mean,
Are you kidding? If there are
I just
flames,
want you to know that
Duran's
Jai-
going to walk over going, what did you put in your mouth? Get it out.
Jai's
Take it out
prepared
now.
Get that up.
cut
Get
off that
out of your mouth.
arm just in case. You know, it'll be a mercy.
6
it'll grow back.
successes.
It's fine.
Crit.
6 and 2 successes,
Yeah,
respectively.
crit.
So you're looking at Mordecai.
Disappears.
He doesn't seem like Mordecai anymore. There's no flame, but there was a certain kind of look that Mordecai had with his aura that you noticed before, that seems gone. It seems like a blank slate.
Mordecai,
I guess
what's
another
Can-
question, like a
going
mortal.
on?
Can storyteller elaborate on what it means by blanks, or what he means by blank slate?
Mhm.
As in, like, I used to see
Mordecai-
that he's obviously diablerized things, and now I don't.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
that's pretty much what I'm
What?
saying.
It got rid of the black aura?
The black
The
veins are no
hell?
longer in Mordecai's aura.
Do I still radiate it?
Is there anything in his aura?
That's what I was about to ask. Is there the pale
Yeah.
thing
There's-
of kindred?
Yeah, it seems like, like an aura would kind of extend about yay far from the average, like, human or creature that you're looking at. And there doesn't seem to be there anymore.
And I think
Oh.
Jude looks at Abigail and is like,
So okay, I know Mordecai, that you've done some bad things, that you've some vampires, other kindred I should say, and you know how Witchmere can see if you've done that, because it looks really dark and ugly when we see it in the our fifth sense. Well, I don't see that anymore around you. It's as if you never did it.
Didn't do
You know,
it.
the diablerie,
prevent it.
right?
So his aura, as it is just nice and clean and empty, white,
yeah.
Yeah. It's,
clear like water.
I mean, yes.
Well,
I
we need to bottle this shit and sell it. Are you kidding?
Honestly,
we make
Ja
a
is in
killing.
the same mind. He's like, well, if this is gonna clean up
Okay.
our messes.
Wait, we don't
really
know the
want-
consequences of this. The
No, we
consequences are
don't.
not yet seen. I feel like
I mean,
later
the show-
on there's going to be a problem. It's not.
Question I'm asking for
Ma-
The
you.
show is called Descent
oh,
into
sorry.
no, Delve into Darkness. There it is. See,
Do
Sorry,
you
go ahead.
have your little I keep my spider snacks in here vials?
Yeah,
to
I have an
take
empty
this.
one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we take
Okay,
some and
is-
bring it back to Cassius?
Yes.
Yeah,
that is
so we
what I'm
can
saying.
analyze it.
See,
Oh, okay.
and maybe not collapse this place. We might.
Mordecai,
Well, we will need to
you
seal it
mind?
off.
Oh, see.
Because I'm
Oh,
not
yeah, sure.
sticking my hand in there.
All right.
See.
Abigail passes
Now,
it to Mordecai.
Do you still feel like you, Mordecai? Do you
I
still
don't
feel
feel
like
it.
Mordecai? Well, of course, if you were taken over by an alien parasite, you wouldn't say that you felt like an alien parasite. I've seen the movies.
I need those glasses from Obey or whatever the hell that's called. No, that's not it.
No,
With
that's
Macho
a
Man.
different. Yeah, I see. That's a different.
They live.
Oh
They live.
Out
There we
of
go.
character,
Roddy Piper.
as storyteller,
That's
just
me.
for my own personal information, did Mordecai actually go back up to a decent humanity?
No.
Okay, just curious.
It's,
Well, I mean,
it's a
that's-
readjustment
that
of aura, not a
involves-
miracle. Christ.
that involves I need to be able to want to.
Jude also gives one of her empty vials to Mordecai, so we can have 2 samples.
Yes, better to have backup just in case.
So he's sort of absentmindedly kind of takes in. Yeah, I mean, it tastes kind of like kindred blood, but
but the bodies upstairs are not kindred that we have been able to ascertain.
But
The
I
bodies
can't
upstairs
figure
were
out-
human.
you know how some kindred taste slightly different depending on, let's say, potency or their age, possibly their clan.
I haven't swallowed down that many kindred to kind of notice, but I will take your word for it.
Josh just over here nodding.
Right?
Is it possible
right.
that they're
John
like
knows. Yeah.
a lower generation that we haven't seen yet? I mean, we know the Thin Bloods are what, 14th? Is it possible that there's something much, much lower that we have not seen yet?
Sure.
I don't
course
have
there's
any
possibility.
idea.
I
what
doubt
this
that they would be
is.
lying
I mean,
in a
who
pool.
knows?
in the basement of the auction house, though.
No, I'm just wondering if that's why we couldn't tell that they were kindred upstairs. If maybe they're so low. Oh,
I
I mean,
don't
it's a
think the
theory.
ones upstairs are kindred.
No, because the room was full of the restless spirits of those who were upstairs, and
Ren
humans
says they don't.
humans transcend in that kind of ratio. It is very rare for it to happen. To have that many of us, even of a thin blood sort, would be unheard of. We, I would have to let the family know, and we would have researchers down here in a heartbeat. Speaking of which, I'm still going to let the family know because this is on our property, and they might have answers where Cassius may not. Do we have a third vial? I'm going to need to get them some blood.
Actually, should I call should I call Cassius or try and contact Cassius? Maybe have him come here. I leave it to the coterie because I don't want to. I know that some of you don't really like Cassius very much, so if you don't want him here, I'm perfectly okay with that. But I just wanted to see if perhaps that might be helpful if he actually sees the scene, as opposed to us just telling him.
Once we go upstairs and make sure we have secured the entire place, because right now upstairs we have Mercy and what's his nugget? Francis. And if suddenly a whole mess of vampires descend upon this place, what are they going to think?
That's fair.
I can tolerate Cassius. That's fine.
That's me.
Just a random question. Are there any weird smells? Not I know blood, obviously, so that coppery, but anything else?
No. Like, even the blood kind of... Like, now that you've noticed that Mordecai has explained that little bit, like, it's kind of a blood smell, but it's... I don't know. It seems maybe a bit more coppery, kind of a tinge smell to it.
Okay, and now that, like, beyond the head, I guess, that's still existing, that all the rest of them are ash.
Yeah, everything else is ash.
Yeah. Right. So is the blood continuing to drip off of the pyramid into the pool? Like, everything seems to be like
everything is
going
completely still going the way it was before.
Okay, so that didn't affect it for whatever reason. So Jude's like looking up at this pyramid and she's like, how does it continue to drip? Like, what is it inside that thing?
There's still a lot of fresh upstairs.
Oh.
We walked through that room and it was very squishy.
Yeah.
My shoes are irrecoverable.
That's a lot to feed this entire thing.
My suit is irrecoverable.
But we don't know how long it's been here. It's probably been here for quite some time, just filling up the blood.
Potentially months.
Months.
Francis was removed from this location months ago. At least weeks ago, possibly months ago. He's a little unclear. Time in the other side of the wall between the worlds, not always exactly the same. So it's they have had time to build this up and do it. Now, the fact that they did this and he has been released somewhere else tells me that potentially there are other locations like this that do not necessarily belong, where other members of their particular cult have been doing the same thing.
Okay. I want to get out of here because this is really creeping me out. And it seems very bad, and I'm trying to just repress all of the anxiety because this is my problem, because they're here in the city where I'm the prince. So what's the plan? So we're gonna like lock it down and then call Cassius, or what's the deal?
I mean, I agree with that if everybody else is good with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sit down in front of the head, Taylor style, pull a pen out of my pocket, poke it in the nose, and go, do a trick.
It's a, yeah, it still has that goofy looking grin on its face, and seems to be just
Poke it again and go,
In-
tell me a story. So, are there others of you who were doing the whole sarcophagus thing? What's your deal?
we should all do this. You should.
No,
do
no, no,
this.
no. I'm not saying we should all do this. I'm saying were there more of you doing this? Say
Of
in other
course.
places. Say in other places.
There were many.
Why here? And I'm going to poke it in the nose again. Why here?
This is a
Why
nexus.
in our art gallery?
This is a nexus.
A nexus of what?
A nexus of power.
According to who? Poke him in the nose.
According to our elders.
So if I went and talked with the shape changers, they would also say same thing. It's a nexus of power.
Possibly.
Poke him in the nose. I don't want maybes. You're
am-
doing something here, and you're supposed to know what you're doing, right? See,
I
you
am
know what
I
you're
am
doing?
not a shape changer. I do not know.
See, you're an idiot. Idiot. So where is this sarcophagus? Poke him in the nose.
Elsewhere.
Where is elsewhere? Where was it being kept? I'm sure you got some kind of a memo from the group. Hey, we're meeting for a picnic on Tuesday. And by the way, so the sarcophagus is located in.
It is in a secret location.
Ah, okay. Bueno, secret location. Where's that secret location?
I don't know.
So you're not very high up in the ranks, are you?
I seek to be higher in the ranks.
I'm sure, but right now you're a goon.
You're never
A
gonna
goon
get
boss,
there.
see? And see, you're not going to get ahead. Get it? Ah, poke.
Hey Mordecai. On a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of cult brainwashing, like this seems pretty high. Is this how it usually goes, or
I mean,
How would he know? He's a Toreador.
exactly.
come on?
Oh, see, and
liquor.
Toreador have never been in
Abigail's
charge of
snickering.
cults.
Pull out a liquor flask out of his jacket, uncups it. I mean, the thing with cults is that you need a number of different things, including the absolute dedication is the key. And to ensure that, you need to have the believability, the capacity to believe, and the willingness to want that better thing, sort of thing. And I basically have, it's a carrot stick. You need to offer them something. They need to want that something and be willing to do anything to get it.
Oh well,
Like,
obviously they've bought it hook, line, and sinker. These lot.
Whatever
so...
they think they've raised, either, like, I agree with Durand. If this is this world-shaking event that they're thinking it is, then there's other places across the planet that have had this identical thing happening, and they've all done this nexus line confluxion of events, and I don't even know what phase of the moon it's in. So so many things bent on ancient prophecy that could possibly align and have all the fates, whatever, enough. I mean, Duran, would you know if there's a weakness in, what do they call it? The veil, the other side.
Oh, the veil?
Membrane between dimensions, whatever it is.
See, I can check that here. And I'm going to poke it in the nose again and go, so you just keep your chin up, because that's about all you got going for you right now. I'd offer you a leg up, but I'm using both of mine.
Oh my goodness. Help me.
The sire jokes are just coming fast and furious in this episode.
So I'm going to do a little rouse and check the shroud in this area. And the rouse passes. Thank God.
Duran.
Yeah, I passed. He can shut up.
Shut up, you!
Okay.
Nobody move or the Giovanni gets it.
Nobody move or the Giovanni's had it. Okay. Let me do a little rolling of dice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
It is paper thin.
I'm going to throw up Oblivion Sight as well, and see if like anyone's in the area, and take a look at what I can see over and above the fact that the veil is thin.
So everyone else sees Duran blink, and then kind of like the double eyelid thing of like a lizard, where it just kind of turns like a jet black.
So he's possessed by a demon. That's what I learned from Supernatural.
You look around, Duran, and you see there are people here that weren't here before. There's circling the entire pool. There are people that are kneeled and looking down into the pool.
Are they robed like the cultist or dressed like... Do they look like employees of the auction house? Do they look like construction workers? Do they look like housewives?
They just seem to be in plain clothes.
So, MS Civies, is there an age range or...
Pretty much all ages, except like pretty much 18 and over, but there seems to be like some senior citizens. Everyone's is an adult, but it's just that there seems to be a range. There's some people that look like they have kind of grayish hair that don't look very old, and some people look like they're 65 maybe, and some people like early 20s from the looks of it.
Okay. What the rest of the coterie is going to see is the eyes go black, and then I'm going to just very slowly stand up and look all around the pool, and through the headset you can quietly hear Madre de Dio.
What's
And
going
then
on?
I'm going to turn around and I'm going to kick the head across the room towards away from the pool.
Okay.
And just go, you don't do this in our city. You don't take this many people and turn them into soup. That is rude. You have and then drop the eyes because I don't need to see this, and then turn back to the critter and go, the room is full. It's crowded. They've been doing this for a while. They won't notice you and you won't notice them. I saw it. They have been doing this for a while. I am not pleased with this. There have got to be several dozen in here, all looking at and into the pool. So this is the nexus of things that are going.
Oh, ghost cultists. Great. Cool.
No.
No?
I do not know that they are cultists. They just look like people are taken off the street.
Well, didn't you say
there are a number of reasons they could be looking into the pool, whether in expectation or horror or something. So I'm going to reach into the pocket, pull out a certain ring, and go, oh, Bartholomew, don't make me ask twice, please. We need to have a chat. I need a little bit of help.
You are looking at the ring as you say that, and nothing happens.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, give me a second. So I've got everything.
Up a special power.
Yep, no, I'm looking up the... Okay, so I'm gonna get hungrier yet because I need to basically slash my palm open and bathe the ring in blood, and we'll be summoning Bartholomew with the ceremony of doing this thing.
The ceremony of doing this thing, I know it well.
Yeah, the summon spirit ceremony. Which is a nice easy one. So that is... I'm real hungry now. Oh, this annoys me.
Duran?
Si, Padre.
You should drink some of that blood. There's a whole pool of it.
Si.
It's right over there. Just go and get some.
And again, this is out loud. See, Mordecai had some. We're waiting to see if he falls over dead. If he doesn't, I'll have a mouthful.
From Mordecai? Doesn't seem.
No, Padre,
Yeah.
from the pool.
Okay, yeah.
So 4 successes.
Everyone sees Duran do some kind of like ritual type thing over the ring. Cut his palm, put the ring, like work the ring into it, and then wait, and then wait some more, and continue waiting, and nothing happens.
Well, something strange is going on here. I can see the spirits that are here. I cannot communicate with them because I do not have names. I do not. Oh, I picked up a mess of stuff upstairs that felt like fetters. So I have things in my pocket.
Yes.
Um,
Because I forgot to send that to you. You had like the cell phone from the one that you had met.
Yep.
There was also a diamond like engagement ring.
Ooh.
And there was a leather wallet.
Okay. Now, diamond engagement ring. Okay. The wallet's going to be the easy one because
It's kind of sad.
I'm going to open up the wallet and look for identification. Driver's license, bus pass, anything with a face and a name on it.
Okay. I had this scribbled down somewhere. Talk amongst yourselves while I grab the notes.
I think while Duran is doing this ritual, that like Judah's continuing to engage Mordecai about like this cult stuff, and she's just like, I mean, this doesn't seem like bullshit to me. This seems like something is actually going on. Like this isn't any like Heaven's Gate, People's Temple shit. This is like real something like with us supernatural shit. I mean, does it seem like bullshit to you?
Honestly, it's hard to say. I've seen blood cults before, and they had this thought that they were going to raise their chosen prophet or their own something. I've seen one or two cults on the lick side of things, and the same thing. It's they have this thought. I mean, the more hardcore. Well, we call ourselves ministry now, but the more hardcore among us believe that Set will rise at some point. It's a power and it's a belief that drives the clan. So if the more zealot you have, or the more group of zealots you have compiled into the same room, the stronger that belief and that push is going to be for the rest of their lineage, and then possibly anything else that's connected to them. So it's, I mean, look here. I mean, they even mentioned Set along the writings here. It's yeah, okay, they're talking shit, but it's basically a smack talk, and they're like, our god is better than all these other gods. So it could be nothing. What I find fascinating is the fact that this stuff kind of tastes like kindred blood, but it's not.
Well, and it's not nothing because so many people are dead. Like that's not.
I mean, look at what we just went through with the Sabbat. How do you think they made that big fucking thing that trashed?
Yes, but I'd rather not have widespread mortal death in Vancouver. I don't think that's good for anybody's business agenda. I think that's not good. So,
No.
regardless of whether this is bullshit or not, it's got to stop.
I mean, I'm sort of thinking about this in terms of a long time, or the long game, and they've been here long enough that they managed to import or somehow develop this ancient looking architecture. They've got enough vitae here that it theoretically, at least I'm working on a theory here that they've actually probably been helping us in a very indirect way, because there's a lot of kindred blood, I'm assuming, in here. And no one in the camera, we haven't had that many Camarilla disappearances. So for all we know, they just added to the pile by killing a bunch of Sabat. Not that that's a good thing, because they're just making a different shit pile over there, but they had to get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
They can't just import them and hang them upside down.
So I'm going to stroll along the pool to where I see the person matching this ID, tuck the wallet back in my coat. So
Okay.
the coterie is just going to see me go and stand by the side of the pool, kind of in a spot. And I'm going to kind of look at him and go, Senora Becker, Russell Becker?
Yes.
Ah, you can see me.
Are you Bally?
No.
Oh.
Oh, no. Not even close. What are you watching for, Senor Becker?
We're waiting for Bally to rise.
You supposed to do that here?
Yes.
Mr. Noggin over there said that it was in a secret place somewhere else.
When Bally rises, we will all be consumed.
Ah, I see. He's going to consume the essence of you from the other side of the veil.
And you as well. Join us. Come,
no.
join us.
No, I have no great desire to be consumed. I'm rather more of the predatorial consumption sort who does the consuming, as are many of my best friends. What were you in life, Senor Becker?
I worked at... I worked at a school? A high school. Or was it a college? I think it was a college.
Bueno. So you were molding young minds and questioning the universe and helping them explore everything that is out there.
Yes.
And what brought you here, Senor Becker? What is the last thing you remember before you are standing by this pool?
It was at a party. And then they thought it would be a good idea to do like an after party.
See.
And then we came here.
And so the after party, everybody from the after party came here to this pool?
Some of them, yeah.
Oh. Do you know that there was a stop in between the after party and the pool? Kind of an abattoir where you were separated from your bodies and
I don't think so.
Brutally murdered.
I mean,
drained of your blood. That's probably little bits of you in there floating around, molecules of you mixed with everybody else.
And they look down at the pool and they're like, I'm probably still in there.
Parts of you are, and parts of you are upstairs. I found parts of you upstairs.
Well, that's rude.
See, that is. And that's these Bali people that did it. So you really want to stick around and support somebody who does this to you? Look at the other people standing around this pool. Look at how many there are. They have done this to all of you. They have not asked you to join them. They have forced you. They have not.
That's because it doesn't matter anymore. Now that Bally is risen, we will all be consumed.
See, it always matters. Because trust me, Bally's only got one mouth and it can only be so big. And to me and mine, our mouths are much more and much bigger. One could say that we are all big mouths. So if there's consuming that will be going on, it will be Bally who's squirming and wiggling as we take chunks out of him like chewing on a marshmallow man. Now,
Are you ready to be consumed?
oh no, no. And I can tell you that's not going to happen. It hasn't happened before. Why would it happen today? Today has been a rough enough day, finding bits of you upstairs. So your choice, Senor Becker, is you could stand here by this pool and wait for, oh, who knows how long. Decades, perhaps centuries. A very boring non-existence, a gray world of staring at the pool of blood, which, by the way, will be coming and emptying. So you'll be staring at an empty pool that nothing will be rising from. Or you could join me and mine and forge ahead into a future that has promise and a bright, wonderful light, and your family, those that have gone before you, waiting for you at the end of it.
They will also be consumed.
Oh, see, but it's much easier if you come work for me while you're waiting to be consumed. At least this way it keeps you busy. The time goes by.
And for the Sense the Unseen people, at this point, you see kind of a little bit of a flash. Like, it's not enough that you would turn your eyes away or have to block your vision, but you see like kind of a flash of light. And it's coming from the pool. And then for Duran, what you see is he turns to you and goes, "Are you Bally? Are you here to be consumed?" And that's where we're going to take a bit of a break.
When someone asks you if you're a god, you say, yes.
So come on back in about 5 to 10 minutes, everybody, and we will see what happens on the other side.
See what
of this
happens
break.
next. Huh?
Come on back, everybody, and... Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Wraiths, or a Wraith, I guess, in this particular.
Sounds like a talk show. Hey, welcome back. We're talking with Wraiths.
So tell us, Mr. Wraith, how did you die?
Wait, I'm dead? Holy crap!
Yeah, and that's a whole other episode. All right, so Duran is having a nice conversation, then there's like the flash of light, and it seems like that particular Wraith was reset.
Define reset.
Oh, he just turned to you and he said the exact same thing as when
Oh.
he first wandered over. Like, are you a Bally?
Abigail,
Oh,
did
this
you
is
see
just-
that?
Are they glitching?
This,
Abigail's yelling at Duran. Are they glitching?
I don't.
Gleaming the cube, man.
This is all giving me a headache.
And
And it has been decades since I've had a headache.
the Tremere can see. You see, like, kind of non-auras that are around the pool at this point. Like, you can kind of see that Duran is standing near one, but there's like kind of a whitish essence that is kind of flowing from them and into the pool.
From the spirits?
Yes.
All right. This sounds like a very bad deal. How does everybody else feel about locking this place up and giving Cassius a call?
See, I think we should proceed upstairs and give several people a call. Cassius,
Yeah.
one
I'd
of the
actually say
locals.
that Ja has probably extricated himself from this creepy place at this point already and started calling people to start getting this all secured, because this is not
enough.
his vibe. This is definitely not Ja's vibe.
Supremely disturbed.
So, Duran, you were standing, I'm guessing, a little bit behind this particular person.
Yes.
Everyone who's left in this room, and to a lesser extent Ja, you kind of feel like a low rumbling.
from where?
From all around you, it seems.
Oh, another earthquake in Vancouver.
Oh, that's right. It happens here, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, but I don't think that's what this is, because they don't usually hit this hard.
What if this is rigged to self-destruct at the end of the ritual or whatever, and it's all gonna blow up?
I am all for getting the hell out of here.
See, let us go upstairs.
Yeah,
Not
Jude
my
starts.
city.
Abigail yells up, "It is now!"
Shit.
So yeah, start heading for upstairs.
The pool itself, you can tell that there's like kind of waves forming in it. And if anyone is looking back, it looks like something is kind of raising out of the blood.
Oh, I'm drawing the 1911 and turning around and going, oh, goody, it looks like Bali is rising.
Do you still have
Very
the
well.
eyes activated, Duran?
Mm-hmm.
There aren't any more wraiths.
Oh, now that's irritating. All the restless dead are gone.
Who's going up first?
I haven't left.
Jaw's already up, so.
Abigail's running so that she can get a signal and give Cassius a call.
I
Jude?
feel like I probably lingered slightly with Duran, just trying to like glean any last piece of information before ascending the stairs.
Mordecai? You are...
I've been reading hieroglyphs. I haven't moved.
Yeah, he's by the pool, kind of not as close as me, but
All right.
I've been on the edge of the pool the entire time. My hand is covered in blood.
Give me a
you keep
dex.
touching it, don't you?
So there's something that's large and bloody that is reaching out for Mordecai really quickly.
Oh my god.
How quickly is what now?
Like a hand kind of thing?
Like in the time that you said, how quickly is what now? It's probably grabbing you.
Like a hand kind of thing?
Kind of
Is it a big hand?
looks like a... Maybe it could even be a blood tentacle. You're not sure. It's still covered in blood.
Oh, it's tentacles, son of a...
I've seen enough hentai. I know where this is going.
Are
You
you
really
trying
get-
to get out of the grasp of this thing?
Yeah.
Give me a dex and athletics check. And I'm not going to tell you what the difficulty is on this, but I'm just going to tell you to roll high.
Cool beans. I have 1 9, 3 8s, a 6, and 2 4s.
So 4 successes.
5.
Sure.
Willpower!
Do you want to willpower it?
You know what? They don't even have to be in the room for me to do this. I'm seeing this tentacle thing reaching for Mordecai, so tapping into the Tremir's ability to steal the Banu Hakim's, I'm going to go, get out of the way, so he gets a free willpower reroll.
Cool. A 9, an 8, and a 3. So 6 total now?
No, 7. You had 5 to start.
Oh,
That's
5.
2 more.
Right.
Yep.
So Mordecai gets grabbed by a blood tentacle thing. Wrapping around both of your ankle-ish areas, and you kind of fall over, and you're starting to get dragged.
Jude is running back toward Mordecai.
Does anyone tell Ja about this? Because Ja is just
Yeah,
upstairs on
in the
phone,
headset,
calling the
people,
sheriff, that sort of thing.
in the headset, people upstairs can hear, we have something coming out of the pool, and it's grabbed Mordecai.
I've seen this
Abigail's
in Star
starting to-
Wars. This sucked.
Abigail's starting to run back.
I think
And,
Ja would be running. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was okay. So Jude runs towards Mordecai and basically just is trying to like yank him out of his grasp, just like kind of like put her arms around him and just trying to like yank him away from the tentacles.
Okay. Give me a strength and brawl.
I have uncanny grip for one,
Okay.
and you know my potence level,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still being dragged, so I'm literally tearing up the concrete or whatever this thing.
That was a dex roll that you just did.
Oh, all right, never mind.
We haven't gotten to the point where you're trying to
So it
resist.
just grabbed me. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it just pulled you over because it grabbed your ankles.
Okay, I got 5.
It's slowing down. But it is still kind of pulling Mordecai ever so slightly towards the pool of blood.
Damn it.
Okay. Well, here comes the fun.
I need help.
I'm gonna take the couple of steps over towards where Jude is got Mordecai and is pulling at him. And unfortunately, they're both connected. So we're all going to take a shadow step.
Get.
Yep.
We're all gonna walk through that hungry little. Yep.
I don't know if we
that
want
is
to do
a
that in here.
That is a rouse.
check.
That is a rouse, and that is successful. Thank you.
I don't know if you want to do that in here.
Well, I'm doing it.
So
I
Duran
don't
goes
see another
over,
way out of this, honestly.
grabs Jude and Mordecai, and shadow steps.
Yep, just away from the pool. We don't have to go far. Just a little stroll through the hungry abyss.
The tentacle, like, kind of tightens its grip on what might have been Mordecai a few seconds ago, but
Does any tentacle come along with us?
it does not.
That's
Well, that's
interesting.
good.
Yeah. No, because it would have brought along a chunk of it potentially, or all of it. We could have just
Oh.
left it in the abyss, which would have made going back to the abyss a bit of a pain. But yeah,
So you're now in the abyss.
well, for like a couple of steps.
I was wondering,
You-
this is just Jude's first time in this?
Yes.
I think it is. So I was
Yep.
like, do I feel some kind of way?
You feel really cold. Like, supernaturally cold. Like, you feel like you
Okay.
should be frozen right now.
What's the
Duran.
terrain look like?
You have no idea why this is here, but there's just skeletons all over the place.
Bueno. And then just, help Mordecai stand up and just a couple of steps this way. There's another shadow over here, and we can just step back out. We don't want to be here long. Especially you, squishy one.
Don gets down the stairs like, did he do it on purpose? Let's be real, something he would do.
No, I don't think so this time.
We're not. Are we still in the abyss?
You are now out of the abyss.
Yeah, I thought we just
Yeah.
kind of popped in
Yeah.
and then popped out.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what's the tentacle doing?
The tentacle is reaching around, like it's kind of going back in. Now that it doesn't have a grip on anything, but there's still like kind of a pushed up section that like the blood is coming off of.
I think Jude's just like, okay, let's go.
No, we can't go. We can't let this thing get out.
Abigail takes out the gun that Mordecai gave her. May I shoot?
It's not up to me.
I don't know
can
if that's
shoot.
gonna do anything. It was even holding Mordecai like he couldn't get out, and you know how strong he is. Like, I don't know that a bullet is gonna do anything.
So before
Yeah,
Abigail
find out.
shoots, she hears this and she's like, looks at the gun. She's like, but shouldn't this be able to kill things like this? Or did you not put silver in it? Is
How do
there
you even know
silver in it,
silver would
Mordecai?
work?
I mean, it works against other things. I figured that would be more effective than a bullet. Abigail's just being like, she's not really sure what the hell to do at this point. So she's just like,
Shoot the gun.
silver. Sorry?
Yeah,
Shoot the gun.
while this conversation is going on for 3 hours, the thing is coming towards you all.
So
Like that
blood
kind of
tentacle comes up again.
no, that's the like kind of mound, I guess, of blood that it's moving towards the edge where you guys are.
Okay, I'm gonna use the 1911 to pull a couple of rounds in it myself, and I am packing silver.
Anybody who happens to be firing, give me a dexterity and firearms roll.
Okay. That's a lot of blood dice.
Should have brought my shoddy.
I blew a willpower and got 3 successes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing because wow, I sucked tonight on that. And I blew willpower and also got 3 successes.
You fire into it, and it kind of looks like the blood mound is absorbing. Like it doesn't look like if you did do any damage, it doesn't seem to be like apparent because the kind of like really thick viscous blood is still all over it.
So there's the pool, and we're on the side of the pool, and then there's steps down, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out a grenade.
You read my mind.
I'm going to pull the pin, and I'm going to smile and say, fire in the hole. I think we go down the stairs. And then just toss it over my shoulder into the pool.
All right. Give me a dex and
That changes
athletics.
Ja's plan.
Oh, sorry, that dex and
Mine
what?
too.
Dex and athletics. Because there's no dex and throwing skill.
Oh, 5 successes on 4 dice. I love double crits.
That goes into the pool. So,
Bork.
what is everyone else doing?
I see grenade. I run.
Yeah, running away from where the grenade is.
Down the steps. Give us a lot of...
Does Abigail have her backpack?
She does.
Do you still have that machete?
I'm
Fancy one?
trying to remember. I don't think I
With the funky
do.
shit on it?
Storyteller, this is your call.
You do, yeah.
Okay. So yes, I do. Sorry, thank you.
AI?
I forgot about that. Abigail pulls it out and hands it over to
Yeah.
Mordecai's like,
Yeah.
be my guest.
Because it's my theory is kindred blood, and this thing's warded against kindreds.
I mean, it's a theory.
Are
It's go ahead, try, but just please.
I mean, I'm
please
gonna
don't.
be the last one up the stairs. So if it comes at us, at least I have some sort of a blade with which to slice a tentacle.
By all means,
Some
but be
Bali
careful.
calamari
We
out
don't
of it or
want
something.
we don't want you getting dead in that pool of blood.
While this conversation is going on, because there's only 3-second rounds, the explosion goes off. And there's kind of like a cracking that's forming, and there's like spouts of blood coming out. But you're not quite sure what happened with the mound.
That's okay. Continue towards the exit.
Any more
It's
grenades?
Easy enough to get to.
I have 1 more. And then I'm out.
I think on the way, getting, after the grenade explodes and Judah's kind of looking back after getting within a safe distance away from the grenades, I would like to yank a torch off the wall and chuck it in the pool.
Okay. Give me a dex in athletics.
Oh, boy.
What is Ja doing?
Wish I could rouse.
I think Ja's probably making his way back towards the ladder, back towards the upper levels that we came down, and trying to continue to make calls. Like he's going to call the sheriff. He's going to make sure the police stay the fuck away from here as best he can. And then he's gonna just wait for y'all to figure out whatever you want to do. Because if you're throwing grenades around, probably need to make sure that nobody's coming to check this out.
Prince
Okay,
Jude.
so what happened was that I got a 4 on a messy crit.
You toss that torch, and it does like kind of the perfect spin, and it hits the liquid, and then it snuffs out. But
Thank
you
God.
can hear like, "Hey, you should probably just drink some of that."
I don't know what it is. How can you even suggest that that would be a good idea?
I don't know. Yeah, because Mordecai did it.
Oh, so you want me to do
He's
the stuff that
fine.
Mordecai does?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I mean, he is pretty cool right now.
I'm not doing that. I have to wait till later. I know this has been a very challenging time, but I just need to handle it. And my stigmata starts again.
You start leaking.
Mother. So yeah, hands, head, feet. Starts bleeding again.
Yeah, your shoes are kind of still squishy from the last time.
Oh yeah. They're super squishy.
Oh, and we're going back into that room full of bits.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
Should I drink the blood?
I did that up there too. It's fine.
are you all racing up the stairs?
Yeah.
It takes a couple seconds, Ja, but you get a hold of, like, you hear on the other end when you call Bo and Rico. Hello?
We got a problem.
We always have problems. You'll have to be more specific.
There's some summonings going on.
Go on.
I need you to come to this location. Make sure that no one else knows about this.
All right. Define summonings.
You ever seen those movies where they try to bring hell to Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
See you soon. God damn it.
Did anything happen with the torch other than it just the flames went out when it hit the blood? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing
Great.
happened.
Totally worth it.
Blood is
Great.
not that flammable.
You never know.
I didn't know what else was mixed in there.
It was a good idea.
you know?
It was a good idea.
Yeah,
You
damn good idea. I
Never
thought.
know
I
until
don't
you
know
try,
what
right?
stigmata
Yep.
though.
Yep.
So once you get up to the regular regular basement, it's pretty much saturated with blood. So Jude, I'm gonna get a frenzy check from you. Anybody who's at 3 hunger or higher.
Son of a.
This is not. Be prepared for a repeat of last episode is all I have to say because I spent a willpower already. So
Not necessarily. You're near the front. You're just gonna start drinking whatever happens to be there.
I guess that's better than
Mordecai won't get in your
coterie
way because he's
mate.
back down the stairs.
Somehow I managed to stay at 2, so Ja's good.
Yeah, me too.
I got 1.
3 successes for Duran. 1 success for Jude. This is kind of overpowering. Duran barely holds it together. But this, you're thinking what Jude's doing is a really good idea. Because she's like latching on to one of the things that's hanging from the ceiling and just draining. And that one doesn't seem to be enough. So then she latches onto another one and starts draining from that. And then another one, and then another one. And then eventually she comes to her senses after she's back down to 1 hunger. but there doesn't seem to be anything that'll be dripping from those particular pieces of flesh anytime soon.
Everything smells like normal blood in here. Actually, I'm even going to use heightened senses to see if anything smells off.
All right. Give me a wits and let's go with wits and aspects.
I'm not gonna lie, that's
Actually,
a very
With
comical
two
image.
extra
Height-
dice.
heightened senses is wits and resolve.
Yeah, let's do that.
3, 6, and 2
With
extra dice.
2 extra dice.
Every single
Yeah.
body was poisoned.
Now I have blood plague. Cool.
Yay, blood plague.
No,
No, I don't do
But
that.
it's like this 6'2", like 250-pound woman just going, dude, like from the thing, like just draining these bodies that are
4 successes.
it's so
4 successes.
weird.
I
So-
imagine Ja just looks back and just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm
Really
just
think I did
sucking.
So Duran, you sniff the air a little bit. I mean, this one over here kind of, I don't know, could a little bit more potent. Could be a ghoul, could be a thin blood, but for the most part, this all seems like regular-ish human blood.
And I'm going to top up 2. I'm already covered in blood and gore and viscera and stuff. I mean, this suit can't get any ruined any worse. It's not my preferred style of eating, but beggars can't be choosers at this point, and I've been treading the thin line with going into frenzy. So yeah, I will slow down and break my fast.
Abigail.
Abigail, while they're running up, has basically sent a text message to Cassius saying, "It's really important. Need you here. Bad shit." And the address.
Is there a Tremere safe word for like infernalism?
Yeah, infernalism.
Paula.
Fire emoji, tentacle, fire emoji, devil face, fire emoji.
Temporal Prime Directive. That's the safe word.
You get back in like seconds. Be right there.
You better not do that. That's how you
Hope
die.
none of these people we're calling are hungry.
So, Mordecai, you were last up the stairs.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to be following you.
Anybody else got a grenade?
I left mine at home.
That's not like you at all.
Don't think. I can't remember if I spent, because I had one
Who
in my
even are
stash,
you?
and I don't remember if I actually spent it because I had asked for it from when it was they were being given out like candy a few
You-
episodes ago.
You have not.
Okay, so if I haven't spent my grenade, I will toss it with the pin still in, obviously.
It's important to know these things as a storyteller.
To Mordecai.
Does the door have any windows on it or anything?
The door that you just came through, because you're up on the same level as the others, it's the grate.
Go back down.
So the rest of you see Mordecai disappear. Back downstairs.
Cling, cling.
Give me a wits and awareness for everybody.
Heyo, that's a good one. 4 out of 4.
1 success. For Duran.
I got 6
4
on a
for
crit.
6 for Jude.
Wow.
4 for Abigail, and 6 for Mordecai. Everybody who has 6. Actually, 6 to 4. Something doesn't seem right. Can't quite put your finger on it.
I know. Mordecai has a clean aura. It's terrible.
And then you hear, "Oh, this isn't good. What did you do? Seriously. All of you. I'm very, very, very disappointed."
Oh, fuck.
Does Duran hear this?
Yes.
Even though he...
Yeah, everybody hears this.
Everybody hears this, so I'm going to stop eating and look around.
Yes.
You see a tall, lean gentleman with scraggly hair and a t-shirt that says, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho."
Yes.
What did you do?
Yes.
Sorry, and you are?
Yes.
Oh,
Ah,
Yes.
wow.
I just wanted to make sure we had your name right this time.
Yes.
You know anything about this?
I know I've been keeping an eye on it. But you
Not
guys,
good enough eye. They did whatever they were going to do.
you're all tossing grenades around. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know why you're doing this.
No.
I have a cat. I don't know where it came from.
We are not all tossing grenades around. I tossed a grenade.
What
It
happened?
sounds like we're blowing things up willy-nilly. We are not doing
Yes.
it either
Why are you
willy
here?
or nilly.
Well, tell me what happened.
How about you tell us? You knew about this already. You let us stumble upon it.
I knew enough to keep an eye on it. I didn't think you'd blunder into it.
Have you seen this group?
Yeah, that's fair.
This is Giovanni territory. So it's going to end up coming to my attention one way or another. So how you did not even go to Prince Jude and say, "Listen, there's weird shit going on. Go talk to Duran," and
I
etc. etc.
Go to Prince Jude and tell her that there's weird shit going on until I know exactly what the weird shit is. So if you guys
Are
want
you
to tell
kidding? We've always had people come to us telling us there's weird shit going
if
on.
you want to
without
tell
telling
me
us what
that there's
shit.
weird shit going on, then I can tell Prince Jude that there's weird shit going on, and then we can complete the cycle.
So cultists were trying to raise Bali with a blood ritual that was sucking blood from a whole bunch of humans, and it was bad, and there were blood tentacles. We don't like tentacles around here, so we blew them up. Is that about clear?
So at that point, he disappears from where he is, and he appears right beside Jude. He's like, "So there's cultists, and they were trying to raise a Bali, and there's human blood and stuff," and yeah, pretty much what she said.
Yeah, so here's
so
the
you're
thing.
aware.
Right, yeah, I got it. So the problem is that this was way past the point of escalation by the time we got here. There was not even a chance really for us to intervene. What they were trying to do has already been done, as has been said. So he is risen, is what they were saying. So something has already been done. There's talk of a secret location where certain things are going down related to this, but we were not able to get the enough information to put the entire puzzle together. You got any thoughts?
Well, we should probably drop this entire building on whatever is downstairs.
No.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty fucking terrible idea.
See,
We need more info before it all blows up.
I mean, if you want to wait for whatever's down there to come upstairs.
No.
Honestly, if it's something old and ancient, blowing a building up on top of it is probably just going to slow it down and make our lives more difficult.
So Mordecai was going downstairs.
Can I see through the door at the bottom?
No. I think you all closed the door at the bottom.
I mean, I was the last one out, but technically, probably. Do I hear anything, or? All right, well, it opens in, so
You open the door.
open the door and be ready to run.
You
If
see,
the tentacle isn't like standing there at the door waiting for me.
you see a tall, thin, like well-dressed man with black hair. Short black hair, like really stylish. And he's like, "Oh, I've been waiting for you. Well, hello. Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you.
He's going to try to shake your hand.
I will offer my hand.
Lucifer Morningstar.
A pleasure.
Isn't it?
Mordecai Strickland.
So,
Sorry, what now?
we're going upstairs then?
Certainly.
Yeah, let us, after you.
Absolutely. Have you been here long?
No, I just got here.
So, just as a professional curiosity, is the tentacle going to be coming through?
Oh, no. No.
Good. Just making sure. Okay.
They're resting.
Good. Apologies. On behalf of my comrades, they did not know exactly what it was or for whom, and they were a bit aggressive with its. We've encountered other ones, and it that wasn't great because we lost a kind of a comrade, and it was a thing. Anyways, the other dimensions have other colored tentacles. I guess it's a thing. Anyways,
I can understand that.
Are you staying long?
I think he's like kind of touching himself a little bit, like not necessarily dusting himself off, but it's almost like he's testing the bounds of this particular
Skin suit.
Yeah,
And
that's a term we
this
could
entire
use.
time, my earpiece is on. So
And Jude is looking at Abigail like,
And Abigail's looking back like, Cassius is on his way. I don't know. This is, well, I mean, actually, I don't know in out of character, but in character, do I know what this is? Other
Need
than
an
yes,
intelligence and occult roll, if you would please.
may I do the same?
This is a cat.
I'm not
so-
even gonna take a intelligence roll in this. I heard Lucifer, and Ja is well enough informed to know Lucifer, and knowing supernatural shit. I don't know who this Lucifer is as far as our kind goes, but that's the devil. So Ja is definitely on edge, and you see Ja start to say a little prayer.
Oh wow, okay, this is serious.
Jaw is rattled.
Oh god, I'm scared now. I'm even
shit.
more scared. Shit. Oh goodness.
And just for the record, Abigail, you're in the room that's right next to me, and even though you're muted, I heard that dice hit the floor and roll. What did it get? 6? Six or
I'm not even looking at the one that I
Okay.
dropped. That's 3 successes.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, I know
4.
Lucifer is Lucifer, right, kind of thing. But I mean, do I know any sort of connection or any, antediluvian or anything like that tries to mimic Lucifer or anything like that?
Oh, I'm sure they all probably have at one point in time or another, but no.
Yeah,
So
it's the
there's-
same thing with Jude, is that she's looking for like the supernatural context, because I mean she grew up some flavor of Lutheran, and so
Yeah.
she probably she knows who Lucifer is.
If there's vampires, I mean, technically there could be demons as well.
All right. The
I
number
mean,
one demon, the demon of all demons.
Cain showed
The
up at
fallen
some
angel?
point, right?
Mordecai's upbringing is probably Southern Baptist or something like that. So he's heard all about the double.
Mm-hmm. He's got a gold fiddle.
Apparently.
Not this guy at the moment. But...
So,
No, he lost the
So-
gold, actually.
Jude, I want to get a sense for like where everybody is. So Mordecai and Lucifer are
downstairs. Just at
like
the door.
in the main area with the blood pool.
No, they're just at the door. They just on the
Okay.
inside of that, yeah.
Got it. And then Jude and Abigail
And John and Duran are all upstairs.
and John Duran
And
all
yes,
upstairs. Okay.
And yes.
are all upstairs in the abattoir.
Okay. Thanks.
I am a huge fan.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Will you be staying long?
There's a couple things I want to film,
Really?
but yeah.
What else do you want to do while you're here? And I'm going to invoke my coterie merit.
Which is oh
I
yeah,
get a
the
secret?
secret. What was the question?
What else will you be doing?
Probably murdering a lot of people.
I mean, where's the fun in that?
I mean, and he looks you up and down. He's like, you should probably know. What with all that diablerizing you've been doing?
I was told that my slate is clean.
Your aura might be clean. Your slate is pretty far from clean.
Oh, I have red on my ledger, I'm sure, but it's more professional courtesy, in a sense of why subjugate it when you can, or why kill it when you can subjugate it.
For the power.
I don't.
Come, let's go upstairs. Let's walk.
Please, no. All right,
After you.
I'm here to learn.
So they start walking upstairs. And then Yes is like, so, why'd y'all get so quiet all of a sudden? You're muted, Prince.
Lucifer Morningstar. Do you know him?
I've heard of him.
He's coming here right now.
Really? Like, here?
Yes.
Right
Like
here?
he's downstairs, you idiot.
Now.
Tell me this is just some regular asshole with a delusion of grandeur and not the actual Lucifer.
Well, they were trying to raise Bali. Either they made a mistake, or Bali is Lucifer, or something, or Bali thinks he's Lucifer. I don't know.
He managed to come out of a pool of blood.
I mean, there is that.
And now him and Mordecai are about to be BFFs.
I think Mordecai knows more than he's letting on, and he's going to protect himself as well as he can, but this is the play right now.
And then eventually Mordecai and Lucifer Morningstar walk upstairs.
Everyone. Perfect. Everyone is here. See, these are you. You probably already know my associates.
I don't.
You don't. No, my
No.
mistake. I haven't introduced you. Everyone. Lucifer Morningstar.
And he takes like a fairly good at the waist bow, but not not exceedingly so.
Duran's
Hello,
going to walk
Prin-
forward with his hand out to shake hands
He shakes your
and
hand.
say, Signora Lucifero. And when he takes my hand, I'm going to say, Nel nome di Gesù Cristo, and shadow step.
Okay.
we taking him into the abyss?
Because I don't want him here.
I mean, he has a point.
Yoink.
that is a fair point.
Sweet Jesus.
So on
No,
the other
sweet
Literally.
Lucifer. There's a difference.
Literally.
on the other side,
Yep.
like large bat wings unfurl
Yep.
from him, and he holds your grip. That wasn't very nice, now was it?
No, but that's a good look for you.
I have my moments.
See, I imagine you do.
So you're going to stay here while I go back and talk with your friends.
No, that's not how it works.
Isn't it?
Now, if you can leave here on your own, I'm somewhat impressed. But I mean, there are quite a few who can.
So we should go back now.
See, we can.
And he
I'm
takes
not-
you back.
Okay, so he takes the shadow step back. Okay, that was bueno.
And he lets go of your hand.
Interesting.
Nice place.
It has its moments, though. Not enough throw pillows, in my opinion.
Yes. You,
Lots of shade, though, which you should be used to.
you should probably, I don't know, invest, go to IKEA, get some bedding.
I'm not
together.
surprised you would suggest IKEA.
Jude takes a step forward and looks directly at Lucifer and says, Prince Jude Duncan.
Lucifer Morningstar. And he reaches out his hand.
Shake his hand. Let's go.
Where are we
Firm.
going?
We're not going anywhere. Do you know what's happening here? Like,
Yes.
I'd really love to know more.
You see, I was summoned here.
Are you Bali?
Oh, okay.
Or
That's such a term, isn't it?
that's what they were calling you.
That's
Yeah.
what they were saying.
Yeah, Bali, Firstborn,
So yes.
the Destroyer.
And Jude crosses her arms and is like, so it's the end times, is it?
Is it? Man,
Again, that's what they seem to think.
that time already. All right. Suppose I should wave my hands and tell everybody that fire and brimstone from the heavens.
Are you just here on vacation?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I'm Abigail Clantamere from Imogen.
Goes to shake
Just
your hand.
wondering if you're just here on vacation or you're planning on staying a while.
Goes to shake your hand. You
Yeah,
see,
Abigail shakes her head because she doesn't know what else the fuck to do.
you see, Abigail, it's kind of boring down there, isn't it?
Well, there have been such advances in technology. What I could do is set you up a package and send you down there, set you up with some internet, things like this. And Abigail is obviously like just going like just
I don't
a
know.
million miles a minute, like trying to figure out what the hell she can do to convince this guy to go away. Because she's like, this is new shit for her. So yeah, she's like, so I can set you up with some wireless, some Bluetooth. It makes it a little more pleasurable down there because I'm sure it gets a little boring. But we've come a long way. Advances in streaming technology.
Amazon Prime. I really like
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
Of course.
You know what? I
You
thought
got your eye on the bees, do ya?
Yeah, I thought you and did Jeff not set you up?
Did who?
Oh, really? Okay,
That's
seems-
shocking, actually.
We'll set you up. We'll set you up with some Amazon Prime if that's what you want. Yes. Yes.
Okay, what have you been summoned to do?
I don't know. People generally just summon me, and then I show up. Usually they
You
want
wreak
somebody.
havoc, lots of people die, yada yada yada.
Usually they
Am I
want
getting
someone
that
killed,
right?
but I'm just not feeling the mood right now.
So they would summon you to eliminate somebody.
In general, get whatever they wanted. They make deals with things and power, money, riches, whatnot, kingdoms, fiefdoms, etc.
Is the head still downstairs? Storyteller.
You didn't see it.
Shit.
So, what do you all do for fun around here?
Nope. Nope. Not doing this.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
You don't want to have fun?
No, I don't want to have your kind of fun. I really don't have time for it.
I mean, you don't want to go to a party or something? Where is this anyway?
Parties are my specialty.
Where do we happen to be at the moment?
Vancouver.
Right. I mean, it's Hollywood North, I think. Still? Maybe?
I thought that was Toronto.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Vancouver.
I really
There's
thought you would have
gotta
picked
be,
LA.
There's got to be a Hollywood party around here somewhere.
Storyteller, has Cassius, do we have any update on Cassius getting his ass here yet?
This
Or
has
how
only
much
been
time
The
has passed?
sheriff?
yeah, this has only been a couple minutes.
Oh,
Oh my god.
And to be honest, with Bo and Rico, you're lucky you got him at all due to the fact that he's probably out in the middle of a forest somewhere. Reception's pretty good, but not that good.
Marcy, bring the car around. We have a guest.
Will do. Oh, he wanders over to Ja. Lucifer Morningstar.
Yeah, I know.
He reaches out the hand, shake it. I'm taking that as a no. You're not going to shake his hand.
I just look at his hand, look back up at him.
Oh, come on now. No need to be rude.
It's not rude. I'm a germaphobe.
Oh. I mean, I'm sure somebody...
Like Howie Mandel.
I don't know what you brought with you.
I'm sure someone has, some Purell or something kicking around.
Weirdly enough, no.
Jude looks at herself covered in blood and viscera.
Honestly, this is a lot.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
I mean, you can understand that your reputation precedes you, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. From a talking
Anyway,
head,
we can-
it was weird.
Anyway, we can convince you to go back.
Not sure that I want to.
That's about what I expected.
I mean, it gets really boring.
I mean,
So
as I
you
said-
wanna have fun then
Yeah.
while you're here. What do you do for fun typically?
I don't know. Parties, alcohol, women, men, non-binary people.
Yeah, a lot of hot people out there. I hear
Yeah.
ya.
I got the party for you.
Yeah, Mordecai's kind of the party guy.
Do you really want Mordecai babysitting Lucifer?
Well, and
That's
I mean-
a hard no.
That is an insult to Mordecai, but not in an insulting way. It's just you're you.
I mean, at least we'd know where he is then.
I mean, the gentleman is in need of an entertainment.
Yeah, and there's probably no one
And
there.
short of all the things of reputation, of all the things that have happened in the city, and all the things of prophetic biblical proportion and what have you, of the five of us, I would dare say most of the city, there is no one else quite as skilled in this particular avenue than I.
Jai is grinding his teeth so hard you can hear it right now.
Have some feedback on the microphone here. I can't quite hear what you're saying, Jai. You got some just a grinding on the mic. Yeah.
For everybody who has sensed the unseen, give me a wits and aspects roll.
I am gonna rouse my wits now.
Now that you got the blood to spare, probably you don't.
I failed because
Hey,
that's just who I am now.
you got blood around you right now. She probably drank something.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Immediately.
Prince Jude is way grumpier than she used to be.
Abigail, 3
Life
successes.
made me this way.
Successes, yeah.
Mom Jude now as opposed to
Ew.
Strict Aunt Jude.
Responsibility makes you grow older faster.
Strict Aunt Jude is in the house. You're the aunt that doesn't let anybody have any fun.
What? No, I'm the aunt that's taking you to smoke weed in the forest and play Mario Kart. Come on now. That's gonna be 4 for me.
4 successes. As he's talking, you can see like kind of a hint in the aura that this person doesn't seem to be who they're claiming to be, like at all, at all.
Interesting. So, what is that? Just an instinctual feeling, or you said it's something about the aura that looks off?
Yeah, you've seen kind of. It seems kind of like an obfuscate. Like there's just like the briefest like split second of a kind of a shimmer down, like they're really hungry and they're having trouble concentrating on being able to do what they're claiming.
So Jude kind of like straightens herself up and looks back at Lucifer. So how are you feeling since you've been summoned?
Fairly good. I'm a bit peckish.
Sure. What do you eat?
Oh, actually, I'm kind of like your kind. You know, the whole cane thing. Yeah, I could go for some blood, perhaps.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, gestures widely.
Not really my style.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I mean, I get that. So, and you were summoned from?
Oh, elsewhere. It doesn't really have a name necessarily.
Right. I'm just trying to think. Is it Dante style? Is it like Bible style? Like what's
kind of more Dante than Bible, really.
And I think Jude like shoots a kind of knowing / like intrigued look over to Abigail. She's
Abigail would have seen the same thing with that number of
Yeah.
successes.
and yeah,
Abigail's been trying to figure out a way for the past like couple of seconds of how she can discern or like bring down whatever it is that this person is hiding themselves in, and it's beyond her skill level at this point. She believes she doesn't know.
I'm just
How to
like,
make
can I
them
compel
uncloak.
use of Lucifer?
Do you want to use compel?
I mean, you can try.
You know what? Yes, let's go. I'm
I mean-
compelling Lucifer.
Dominate.
He's
the
not who he
devil.
says he is. What is he gonna do?
The way I see it, we've asked him to a party. We've tried to get him an Amazon subscription, so sure, compel. Why not?
Yeah, we're just throwing stuff at the wall and see if it'll stick to solve this mystery. That's just what happens. I'm going to rouse my charisma.
Probably a good idea.
Holy shit, I failed again. Ah! Ah!
Should probably
That's
just
3.
eat something. Like, I don't know.
I hate to be that guy, but does that mean she has to make a Renzi roll again? Being in a room full of blood.
Kind of.
Now you're doing it. Now
But
you're doing what I did.
Excuse me, teacher. We have homework. You forgot to collect it.
Sorry, Jude. I mean, while you're under
Um,
the bus there, can you check the oil?
While she's doing that, when we were like doing like Sense the Unseen and stuff like that, did we see anything strange about the aura?
You did not. This seems like just a regular aura, but it is kind of pale.
Okay. So not like something we would have seen fully kindred
No,
or anything like that.
Like-
Okay.
not with that number of successes, no.
I'm gonna throw these dice out the window. I got 1.
One. You're real lucky. He got 0.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for. I was like,
So
maybe if he gets
what,
0.
what are you saying in the compel? Like what order are you giving them basically? With
Okay,
dominate?
so I know it's like the simplest one in terms of like how I can do this. So I literally just want to say, tell me who you really are.
Aloysius. Oh, why did I say? No, I'm Lucifer Morningstar. Obviously.
Oh, no. That's not, no. See, that was real what you just said. Aloysius, is it? So let's get reacquainted. Who the fuck are you actually, Aloysius? And where do you come from?
Clearly, I'm Lucifer Morningstar. What?
I mean,
No,
I still
no,
want to go to
the-
the party.
The illusion is broken. We don't have to make this weird. You could just be honest now.
What do you mean? I'm Lucifer Morningstar.
I have just revealed through my powers that you are not. And you told me who you actually were. So let's stop
preposterous.
pretending.
Why would you even think that? I am clearly Lucifer Morningstar.
It's just kind of embarrassing for you now because we all know you're lying, and
it?
it's just like kind of cringe, honestly, that you're like, oh, I'm the devil.
Jai
Like this is
just
very 2015
runs up
Tumblr.
full speed, knife, like just straight up pocket knife, like not pocket knife, but one of his daggers,
Yeah.
just at this guy's throat.
Ooh. Oh, you don't need to put that there.
I literally do not have any more fucking patience.
So we're not going to a party.
Apparently not.
You will answer every one of her questions truthfully, or I will decapitate you and use your head as a play toy.
I have been answering your questions truthfully.
The dagger goes in a little bit.
Come on now, Aloysius.
Don't
Don't be an
Lucifer
edgelord.
Morningstar.
Why do you believe yourself to be Lucifer Morningstar?
Because I am Lucifer Morningstar.
Is he starting to bleed yet? Because if he's not starting to bleed yet, let's make him start to bleed.
He's actually starting to bleed, yeah.
Folks and sundry, does he have a pulse?
I'll check.
Yeah, there's no pulse.
None.
So you're just some garden variety lick then.
What? That is preposterous. I am.
So when those
Maybe
people
he's been
downstairs were
brainwashed.
trying to, oh, sorry.
Maybe that's what. Maybe he's been dominated.
That's
So at this point,
ridiculous.
this is when Duran comes back into the room and goes, "Excuse me?" So he shadow stepped. And on the other side in the abyss, he had big frickin' bat wings.
It's true, I did.
Is the other side of the abyss, does it unveil and reveal your true self?
Not
No.
generally, no. But I wanted to let Duran, I believe it was, know that I was Lucifer Morningstar.
See, however, Senor Cato, if you push that in really hard and twist, does he squeal?
No hesitation. As soon as the question happens, Ja just does it.
He's going to try to fight back on that.
Of course. It's not
So
my
give me-
magical sword, so I get slightly less dice.
A strength and melee, or dex and melee on your side.
Is this a new scene then? So we would
This
have
is
to
a new
rouse.
scene, yes.
I'm aroused the same stuff I roused last time.
Same.
Enjoy your extra hunger.
And I do get 2 hungers from that. So now I'm at 4. Lovely.
Hey, man, if we had him in, you know,
Oh,
like, we
God.
could have, like, a demon in here, man. That'd be great.
I did Dex, Resolve, Wits, and Strength, and out of those 4 rolls, I only got 1 extra hunger, so I'm at 3.
Not gonna lie, the temptation is there at 4 hunger. Ja's like, "Urgh."
Abigail?
Oh. Do
Oh, you want to help me now?
You should eat this thing.
What is this thing?
I don't know. It's probably a demon. Who knows?
Well,
if it's
Why?
Lucifer Morningstar,
Do you
could
want
have
me
that-
putting things in my mouth that I don't know what
You
they
could
are?
have the power of a demon. What's wrong with you? You could do good for the environment or whatever pet cause you have this week.
Are you okay, Winston?
No.
Okay, I'll talk to you later then.
So that's 9.
That's more than what he got. Yeah, he's gonna start screaming. He's like, ah! You push it into his neck? I'm
Oh,
assuming?
yeah.
Yeah. I will not... And he's gonna kind of pull himself off the knife. I will not be treated in such a way by
Is
such
there blood?
minor beings. Yeah, there's like... It's not like gushing or anything. It's just like kind of leaking out over him.
That
You know
is
what?
not-
I'm gonna just go ahead and make that frenzy check right now since I'm standing right here in front of him. My 4 hunger.
And that is not the Lucifero that we have read about.
Of course it isn't, you fool.
I think we kill this one.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to taste myself.
So how are that frenzy check
Crazy.
going, Ja?
I'm rolling now.
I got 3
You got 3 hunger?
successes on my 4 hunger.
I crit on my
Frenzy
frenzy
roll.
check. I got 6 successes.
Mordecai,
Damn it! I
probably
kind of wanted to lose my shit.
eat this demon thing that's in front of you.
So I reach out quick, kind of wipe off his under the knife sort of thing. So my fingers get a little something on them. Taste it.
Tastes like kind of kindred blood.
Like the stuff downstairs.
Nope. There's a chunk of something in it.
Ew.
Kind of tastes like Nosferatu.
I mean, I'm not a connoisseur.
You kind of are.
You though? Aren't you though?
To be honest, I don't think I have actually tasted Nosferatu yet. Just saying. Maybe now I have. I don't know.
6
Try
of
your
one,
muted.
half dozen of
Oh,
the
like
other.
this is like my process of elimination. He's like, oh,
Do
you know
I
what? This
feel-
must be Nosferatu.
Do
I've
I
tasted this one
feel
before.
more favorably towards him?
Yes.
Aha. There it is. Guys, seriously, we don't have to resort to all this violence. Clearly, Mr.
Right?
Morningstar
I will not be treated this way by such
Simply
lesser
wants
beings.
a night out, and he certainly is not in any way a kindred.
Well, now
Jai's
Mordecai said
backing
that.
off simply because he doesn't want to just go in and destroy this person right now. So Jai's taking a few steps back, calming breaths.
You lesser beings, let me out of here.
But it's good that you presented yourself to Prince Jude, who is the region and power in this city, who
Yes.
controls this city, as you are following the traditions of the kindred, which is good. To sort of stranger in a strange land sort of thing.
So we should be going then.
A couple of things are troubling me about this, though. I mean, we should walk, absolutely. Why do you not have any blood on you?
How do you mean?
Well, you were summoned,
Yes.
yes? From a pool of blood.
Really? You're a vampire and you're wondering why I don't have any blood on me?
We don't suck it off of our bodies like Hoovers. It's
No,
I mean,
you may
look
not.
look
Some
at
of the
you.
Sabbat do.
So you're Sabat.
I didn't say that.
You know of their ways,
Hmm.
which at this
Figure
point
most
you
people do.
Sure. What else can the Sabat do?
Lots of different things.
What do you remember before you were summoned?
I was down in that place.
You can call it
Extremely-
hell.
Extremely boring. I
You
don't,
can't call it hell.
I
Is
don't
it
really
something-
like calling it hell. That's a human term.
Hades,
Not really.
the abyss.
No, the abyss is something different.
Not in the Bible.
I disagree.
Mr. Morningstar, I appreciate, of all of us here, especially, I'm a big fan. I appreciate everything that you've sort of built this reputation as doing, and I certainly, absolutely, just want to shake your hand again. I have always been a big fan. Do I need to roll storyteller against the blood bond if I want to tear off his arm?
No.
Okay,
It's only a 1-pointer.
cool. But you're not being straight with us, my friend. And I know you are the
That's
Prince of Lies,
Ludicrous.
and I appreciate the bit. And I tear off his arm.
Okay. Are you gonna take
Don't
half?
even roll.
Yeah, just take half. This is like a surprise attack, so yeah.
Half of damage?
Did you rouse potence?
Oh wait, no. So I've roused. strength,
Right.
strength and brawl,
Yes.
and then add my potence.
Only if you roused your potence.
I did. Do I round up or down?
You would round down for it.
9.
Yeah. That's more than enough. And he
And it's all ag.
Yeah. He falls over and starts to turn to ash.
What?
He just did 9 ag to him.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You
As
just didn't tear off his arm. You also caved in his rib cage.
yeah, like with the tearing of the arm, it was kind of like a handshake, and then Mordecai.
I couldn't just pop his arm off.
No, you put your
Yeah, not
Just
with
did a
9
Mortal
egg.
Kombat fatality on this dude.
yeah. This is a new
Oh my
power.
Took the
God.
rib cage with it.
This is a new power for you. So like, pretty much it's kind of like the Predator in like the first movie where it was just like rip, and then you're like holding like the upper half of his body,
Shit.
and then you kind of put it down and dust yourself off a little bit.
Does this make
Well-
me the
God
devil now?
Damn it!
That was
Was that
interesting.
necessary?
See,
John did just a little clap with that.
I
I
bet
mean,
I
was
Now we're gonna never know who that actually was, except some motherfucker named Aloysius.
well, I think he was
At
probably
least he wasn't
summoned. I mean,
burgalicious.
he had powers. Duran said he had shadow step powers, so he was summoned, but I just don't think he was Lucifer.
I did not know that our type could be summoned.
I don't.
Me
Then
neither.
again, there's a lot that your clan can do that I do not know anything about. And there are weird things that my family does as well that
Well, what are the alternatives? There's nobody else down there other than us.
but the Nosferatu can hide in plain sight, see?
Yes, but we were looking for Nosferatu or anything down there. Jude and I
Yeah,
had
we
our
were
senses
trying to
up.
see all the
Were
the
you-
entire time.
Were you looking everywhere or were you looking at the cultists in the pool?
Well,
It's a magician's trick, misdirection. You were looking at flashy, flamey stuff, then you might not have seen him. He could have been tucked into a corner behind us by the door.
Okay, so my question is, if he was summoned, did the Bali cultist just get an equation wrong somewhere and summon a random ass guy
He
in
was
here,
also
or
he was also able to walk. I took him to the abyss. He brought us back. That was him, not me. My plan was to just stay
Yeah.
there until he let go, and then I'd come back. And if he didn't let go, I'm standing in the doorway and
So
keeping him there.
maybe some
So
low-level
he's
demon?
again kindred with Shadow Step does not even need to start in that room, as long as he knew about that room.
I mean, that's
it
fair.
might not even be. No, it's
See.
got to be related somehow.
Not necessarily, or perhaps it is related that somebody convinced
So-
him.
Yeah.
So whatever was
My
summoned,
brain
or they
hurts, and
were,
I'm so hungry.
whatever they tried to summon, hasn't shown up yet. Then, or if it has, we don't know about it. Is that what we're saying?
They
Or
told us it
nothing,
was
or
already
nothing was
here.
summoned.
Or nothing was summoned? But the tentacle, the blood tentacle.
See, but we've seen tentacles before, and that was not anything summoned to this side. I have called my cleanup service. They are going to come not just with the regular cleanup, but they are also going to come with priests and holy water and chanting and incense and people in white robes. And
I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Mr.
No.
Mr.
No.
Giovanni, can you have your cleanup crew wait until Cassius has a chance to look it over so that he can make an
It's-
assessment and investigation, and then they can do whatever they need to do?
See, it's going to take them a while anyways. You don't just call a priest up and say, we need you in. Well, actually, my family does, but it's still going to take a while for them to arrange this. I will make another phone call and make sure that things are taken care of and we lock this place down and Cassius gets to study it before we clean it up. I would very much appreciate that your clan share with my family what your findings are.
We'll make sure that happens.
Grazie.
Yeah, I'll just tell Cassius he has to.
Grazie. That is greatly appreciated.
That'll go over well.
Oh,
This
I
is
don't care how he feels about
seriously
it.
weird fucking situation.
See?
This is somehow weirder than like the sum total of everything else up until now. Like this one is truly baffling. Well, except for the other tentacles.
That
No,
one
no.
The other
guy
tentacles.
with that ashtray in his chest.
Oh yeah,
see,
that was pretty weird.
Where did Yes
Ah,
go?
shit.
There's the weird thing over the pond that we had to check for the
Oh yeah.
those little fairy people that none of us were really able to see, but the Bartholomew was able to, and it was drawing him. That's weird too. I can't explain
That's
that.
a really,
Vancouver is full of weird.
really good question, Abigail.
Has it always been
What
like
the
Where
this?
is Yet? Where is Yes?
You have no
The,
idea.
Is he? Oh,
fucking
fucker!
hate that guy
What a
so
fucker!
goddamn much.
So he works for which Justicar? Is there a way for you to submit a 1-star rating to his Justicar?
Yeah,
To
he's
let-
getting a bad. Well,
to-
y'all
I'll
do.
do
See,
it.
to let them know that this is, they may have made this Archon an Archon, but wow, he's just a pain in certain parts of our anatomy that have not had pain in them since we've been embraced.
It doesn't seem particularly efficient. It seems like we got to take a roundabout way to get anywhere, which is a waste of time.
See,
That could just be brought fact.
So since the unseen like it's not like what like fully surveying the room we're in, like I
Nothing there.
don't. Damn it. He's gone, I think. I don't see him either
Doesn't
way.
matter. He's just here to fucking make us angry.
as I have said before, quietly, and we are just the 5 of us here now. Apparently, if you are unable to see anything, being an Archon is a dangerous job. It is a large amount of responsibility, but Archons don't return to their Justicars all the time. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Like anyone else, if anyone gets in the way of what you and we are doing for the city,
How do you know he's not
call me
here?
old-fashioned, but
Because if he were invisible, I could see him.
Yes.
Did you see him when we came in the first time?
Goddamn warning. I will cut your fucking head off.
and if he is here and listening to this, then
If he is here and we're talking the way we are talking,
then maybe he'll know to step carefully.
He
Okay.
should be trying to work with us, not befuddle and frustrate us for no reason. I feel like the person above him would agree with that sentiment.
And again, while my family is set up and shaped a little differently, you do not go back to the person who holds your leash to whine about people who are supposedly below you threatening to do something terminal to you, because the person holding your leash will either say, I'm going to do it instead because you're useless, or they're going to look at you and say, and what did you do about it?
yeah, if in that case, I would fuck with the people. Jude, are you familiar with the concept of court jesters
Yeah, of course.
and how they would deliberately ridicule the king? And they're the only one in court that could get away with it.
Right, yeah.
Because the king would not want to show weakness or anger by killing the court jester, because the court jester is just saying something, but at the same time, snippets of wisdom.
Yeah, but doesn't the king appoint the court jester themselves?
You did appoint the court jester. You named him the Primogen.
And then the clan selected a 10.
Which is why he walked to you after learning from Abigail and repeating ad verbatim. He's doing his job as Malkavian Primogen.
I wonder if his Justicar sent him
To fuck with you.
to investigate this particular. 'cause
Also
he said
probably that.
I mean, then he probably got sent not because of the Sabbat or anything like that, but because of this specifically.
Maybe he'll disappear. Maybe he won't. I imagine at this point, he already knows he's under your skin. So he's going to stick around. Even if he doesn't claim himself to be yes, and suddenly you have a new Malkavian Primogen, I bet you dollars for donuts, it's the same guy.
So all this like absent-mindedness and like playing around, that's just an act
He's an
to
Archon.
fuck with me.
Why would you employ an Archon that was absent-minded and a complete ditz? A power and influence within the Camarilla structure that is literally your right hand and your hammer on a Camarilla city. The one you send in to clean it out if there's a problem.
See, this is where I need to take a page out of your book, Mordecai, and not give anyone the benefit of the doubt and be suspicious of everyone I meet immediately.
Yes.
So, great. I've learned now.
I'm just disappointed I'm not going to have a party.
You're still gonna have a party.
We're gonna have a. I want to go to a party at some point. God.
Am I
Also,
the
I
only
gotta
one
really
who's
learn how to
hungry?
control that.
No.
I really did not mean to do that.
Is that your first time doing
almost
that,
ate him.
Mordecai?
Yeah, that was a lot more than I was expecting.
You know,
We've all had a hard time
yeah.
tonight. I think we can all just, hopefully just move forward after this one. Lot of weird shit went down.
So is this going to be like that Piers Anthony book? Do I become the devil because I just killed him?
Oh, I hope not.
Oh,
That
God.
would be a demotion. Honestly.
Is that what you want?
I walk around introducing myself as Lucifer Morningstar.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works now.
I mean, it worked for him, briefly.
Do we have an ETA on Cassius?
I have not heard back from him yet. He said he was on his way, but I mean...
It's been like 20 minutes.
But he should have been here by now.
Not if he has to get together all the, we gotta fucking spiritually investigate all this and...
What, he doesn't have it all in a go bag? Come on.
Oh no, all the people.
Strap the backpack on, slide down the fireman's pole, hop in Ecto 1,
Yeah.
and like 10.
What time is it?
It's probably around 2 a.m, give or take.
Okay.
Food? Maybe? I mean, we should wait until Cassius shows up, but then can we go food? Because
I must.
Wait.
I'd be satisfied for even, a little nibble.
Duran,
considering
here, still up here.
Considering how the state of we're going to want to go change first before going for a little nibble.
Exactly.
Most clubs don't appreciate when you show up with the blood already on yourself.
Shower, hunt.
And I'm going to drop my Oblivion sight over my eyes again to see if the room is still full of spirits.
It is not.
Empty?
Something happened then.
See.
It is empty, yeah.
Same thing around the pool. They were all leaching into the pool and then gone. Now, after Cassius is done with his job, when they come to clean up, they will be emptying and cleaning out that pool. This is a major job. I'm going to have to pay a little extra for this. My cleanup crew is used to just making the odd body disappear. This is a little, cleaning up a room. This is a little bigger.
I think like Jude sits down on whatever little either on the floor or on some kind of surface. She just
On a
sits
torso.
down. Or
Random
whatever's
rib
around.
cage.
And she's just kind of holding her head kind of bent over, just at a loss at this point.
So, go ahead.
I was gonna just say, Abigail was gonna text Cassius again and saying ETA, question mark, question mark.
Soon.
Abigail doesn't bother telling the rest of the group because that's not an answer.
It really is.
This has been. First of all, I have to thank all of you for assisting me with finding out what had happened to my Francis and everything here. It went much further and deeper than even I expected. I knew Nagaraja were murderous idiots. I did not know it was this kind of strangeness going on.
It's fine.
So it is you have my gratitude for assisting with this, and we will make sure this is cleaned up, and then we can forget about the Aloysius who thought he was Lucifero and the Talking Head, and we'll go back to thinking Talking Head is a very excellent band from the 80s and 90s. Done. Finito.
We'll have different definitions of excellent, but sure.
I hope he goes to the level of hell where you're frozen in a lake. That sounds good for him.
So we will have to keep an eye out for and an ear out to find out if this Bally thing actually has any meat on the bone.
So are you all leaving at this point?
Oh yeah, I have to. I have to go eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to eat my crew, so I need to go.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I'm going to go upstairs, make sure Francis is okay, and basically kind of hang out there until people arrive.
Okay.
Making sure that I'm personally responsible for
just to add to that,
this place down.
Ja is not hunting with y'all because he has a different method.
Specific dietary needs.
Fair enough.
Abigail, Jude, you are also leaving?
Abigail's going to wait around for Cassius because somebody has to explain to him exactly what's going on because Temporal Prime Directive is just a safe word and yeah.
That's true. Mordecai is a little disturbed, so I'm going to sort of float and stick around as well. Something happens. Duran says the spirits are gone when they were there before. Something else is going on underneath this poser and is just a little bit crestfallen that I didn't actually get to go party with the devil. I mean, that's fair. Jude, you are... Never meet your idols, I guess. Jude?
I mean, I think Jude very much wants to leave, but is not gonna knows it's not a good idea to just leave by herself, basically. So I think she's gonna hang around with Abigail until Cassius gets here. Okay. And then as soon as things the crew start coming in, she'll probably dip after that.
All right, and that is a good place to end this particular episode. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us, watching, enjoying some vampire stuff, and for any bits or subscriptions, they are always appreciated. We're going to do some outros, and then we're going to get you over to Philly by Night over on Rolling Geese 20s. So let's start up here with Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. I was playing Abigail for you this evening, morning or afternoon, wherever you might be. You will find me on VBN on Saturdays for this takeover, and that's about it. And you will find me on Twitter at Hyrule Gardner.
And Prince.
Hey everybody, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet, and that's where you can find me: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. Please follow my Twitter to keep up with most of the stuff that I'm going on. But as you've heard already, tonight I'll be over on Philly by Night as a storyteller. Immediately following this, that's 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. You can also find me on Sundays for my game that I'm running, a D&D 5e game called Wayward Revelry. It is based in the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign with my own personal twist to it. So if you're looking for some Fae shenaniganery, that might be a good place to be. And then coming next Sunday, you'll see me twice on Sundays because we'll have Strixhaven after the fall starting as well over on Gehenna Gaming. That is a Strixhaven campaign where I am a player. And we're going back to school after a part of it's been destroyed, and it's going to be very, very interesting. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm in, but the best way to keep up with me is to follow my Twitter. There's a bunch of things going on there, and please follow my YouTube. I'm trying to get that custom link, baby. So the more people follow my YouTube, you can catch all of the episodes of Wayward Revelry and other things that I have on the up and coming over on my channel. So help me out there.
And Mike.
Hi, Mike. I am currently taking applications from other games that might want me to guest in their game as Lucifer. Apparently, I'm the devil now. It's just how it works. I have no control over it. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay ventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, and CDN Cap America on Twitter, where I rant about mainly D&D stuff. You can catch me here on Saturdays with the Delve into Darkness crew. Fantastic bunch of people. They will make worthwhile minions. And I have other stuff coming down the pipe. Stay tuned.
And Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sara. You can find me on Twitter at MCDiabetes. I'm also a creative partner at Martlet Games and the manager of editing and quality assurance at Mondo Cane Publishing. You can see me here on Saturdays. You can see me for a little while longer on Sundays in Phandalin by Night, the D&D 5e Lost Minds of Phandelver. Mike is also in that. We spent so much time talking about Mike in the last episode in Sangane. And all that's going on. That's very interesting. So please come with us for the rest of that journey. That is at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then you can look for me. I'm hoping mid-late spring for the return of London's Bleeding, my Vampire the Masquerade historical chronicle. That will be the second and final season. It's very exciting so far, so I hope you'll check it out. We're now in 1919 after the war has ended, and I'm just really enjoying my time as a storyteller there. So look out for that and follow Martlet Games on social media because there's a lot of stuff in production there as well. Some that I'm in, some that I'm not. So follow us there, and thanks everybody.
And Cliff.
Happy time zone, folks. My name's Cliff. I was playing Duran Giovanni, not a minion, but could be for the right price. $9.95 now at all downtown hardware stores. You can find me here on Saturdays for the Vampire Takeover with this amazing crew. You can find me Wednesdays also here at on Vancouver by Night as the storyteller for a 20th anniversary Changeling Chronicle called Toronto by Day, Tales from the Rookery, where things happen and strangeness occurs of the Fae sort. And you can also find me here and there and around the internet. My link tree should be over there or over somewhere. And hunt up my Insta as the best place to find information on the Vintage GM. And thank you very much for tuning in tonight.
And this guy's Storyteller Steve. Thank you again, once everybody, for tuning in. So the things we're pitching right now, we have a merch shop. Go check out. We just uploaded some new stuff there, a couple new designs. And we've got YouTube. Trying to get up to 1,000 on the YouTube. If we can get up there, we can actually start making money on the advertisements and such like that, and then I can pay all of these lovely people a little bit more cash. And speaking of cash, we've got Patreon, we've got some Ko-Fi stuff going on. All the money that we get goes to either equipment upgrades or paying these lovely people, mostly paying these lovely people or anybody in any of our shows. So yeah, help us out in that regard, and we can keep the lights on when the camera's rolling and the dice rolling and everything else. So yeah, thank you all once again, wherever you happen to be watching this, YouTube or on Twitch, and we will see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.